Okay. All right. Pop out the chat. And actually, you know what? Maybe let's not pop out the chat and use my phone for that instead, like I've been doing with the Armored. Oh, there we go. It helps if people can hear me, actually. Whoops, I was muted. All right. Here. If anyone is talking, I cannot see you right now. I'm doing something kind of weird here. Okay, looks like someone is here. That someone might just be me. Um, I'm going to be using my phone for seeing the chat because what I'm going to be doing is opening up a incognito ass window if I don't ever seen one. Um, and then going to, yeah, let's set it up like this. I don't want to be weird here. And then I actually tweet this out. I don't even remember if I tweeted this out yet. I mean, people should be seeing it in their sub feed anyways. Okay, yeah, looks like we are good. And I'm gonna plug. Whoops, that was loud. I'm going to plug my phone in so that this doesn't die on us. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, y'all, is I'm going to shift on over to our monitor feed setup here. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the chat. And let's open up Paint right away. Um, yeah, I'm not sure if anyone is here yet, so this is kind of awkward to begin while I'm kind of like the only person conversing. But what I thought it would be fun to do is kind of do some speculation on the nature of Devil May Cry 5 story using Microsoft Paint as a drawing board for us to work off of. And then when I need to, I can pull up Google Chrome and we can do some searching. I made my own little like dummy account here on fucking Windows. Look at this wallpaper, so that we can do this together, and it's going to be a fun time. It is going to be a fun time. So the first thing I'm thinking about here is I kind of think that um the course of the game I think is going to be split into two parts. I feel like the first part, let's see, I'm not going to dick around with font. But I feel like the first part of the game is definitely going to be like Nero and V oriented. Oh Jesus, I should have just opened up Photoshop. I don't have it installed on this user. You're gonna need to fix that at some point. And then the second half of the game is going to be very Dante centric. Maybe maybe like a cool big battle mission with all three, because we know that there are some missions where you do get to choose between multiple characters, like which one you want to play through it as. So I would be surprised if there was not at least one mission towards the second half of the game where like, you know, everyone gets to play along or whatever and all that fun stuff. Um, so how I think this is gonna work is I feel like a lot of the stuff that we've seen where like Dante, Lady, and Trish get fucked up by Urizen. I actually don't know if they ever told us like a pronunciation for that. I think what's gonna be the big thing there is that's gonna be all like mostly flashback. So here, let's make a timeline, and actually that's gonna be our separation point between that and the timeline. So predicted mission timeline. And then I think what's gonna happen here. Hello, Griffin Fire. So how I think this is gonna work is I feel like Oh, Jesus, ooh, I fucked up. Is Control Z back? Yeah, okay, there we go. Can I hold down Shift and make a straight line? I have not used, nope, that's not how that works. Oh, well. Is it Control? Can I hold down anything to make a straight line in Paint? I guess not. Okay. Anyways, so I think if we have to begin, this is gonna be like prequel novel stuff, which I think is gonna bleed into some of the flashbacks we see in the game. Slash Dante and friends battle with Urizen and lose. And I'm pretty sure that we know from the translation of the prequel novel stuff that's done so far that let's just put that right there. I'm pretty sure we know so far that Nero and V are also there, and they kind of like, yeah, we do know that that was included, and then they rush out. So what's gonna end up happening is Nero and V escape, and then there's something in there about how like it's gonna take a month for them to like train up, and then like rescue Dante and everyone else. Um, so I feel I don't because the novel is not finished being translated. I hope you're on VKiss. Yeah, you know they might at some point. That might be what happens in the month leading up to this. So then there's a 1 month break. Actually, let's include that. Oh Jesus, oof. We're gonna run out of room, my friends. Plus 1 month break, and then I think the game is gonna start kind of where that demo starts. Here, let's mark the 1 month break with brown. Actually, that's not gonna contrast well on the video probably. 1 month break, right there in orange. And then what's gonna end up happening is Nero and Nico come back. And I think V stuck around actually in the city from what we know from the novel. Um, so I think we're going to get 10 missions of Nero and V just kind of hanging around the city, getting closer to the tree. And then at some point around mission like 10, um, Dante is going to be freed. This is not to scale, I have realized. Um, and then somewhere around there, Nero and Dante free Lady and Trish. Okay, we're running out of room here. And oh yeah, we need to extend this fucking timeline, that's for goddamn sure. So let's just make this line that I made inappropriately its own like big moment. So let's say that the big moment is I think everyone goes to the tree again. Somewhere in there, Nero is going to rescue somebody and activate Devil Trigger. And I don't think it's gonna be Kyrie. I don't think we're gonna say I don't think we're gonna see Kyrie like at all in this game. Actually, I think she's just gonna be a voice in the beginning and like a flashback. I don't actually think she's gonna play a role in this game at all. I'm wrong about everything. Okay. Nero's arm becomes a playable character, not Virgil. That's I could see that. That's fair. Um, and see, this is the part where he grows the wings because we see blue wings coming out at the end of the trailer, and also too we see the logo come up, and I feel like the reason we see that logo come up is actually to obscure what's actually going on in that scene. Um, and then Virgil happens. I'm just gonna make that a thing, and I'm gonna leave that vague. Virgil happens. Um, And then I need to extend this out even more. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear. I can only extend this so... Oh, wait, you know what? I can... There we go. Yeah. And then zoom it in. And now I can see two things happening here. I'm gonna actually just... I'm gonna split this up to predict... I'm gonna do ending predictions. Um, so the first one I can see, and I feel like this would kind of be boring and kind of safe, but I can see them doing it, is last fight is the classic battle of brothers, and then Dante and Virgil take each other out, leaving Nero as the next generation to vaguely do sequel stuff, maybe. Desperately want Virgil to call me Scub again. His Xseed turns blue behind the logo. Ooh, that's interesting. Nero obtaining his arm reawakens the Devil Trigger. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's actually gonna that. You know what? Actually, that's gonna be a. I wonder. Maybe at some point, like Nero gets his arm back, and like he gets like the fucking like stand and like all that shit. Um, and that's gonna like I could totally see him getting his arm back and having like a super rad as fuck arm for that final boss fight, and they like just kind of do away with the Devil Breaker mechanic in favor of giving you like a really fucking awesome like classic Devil Buster arm. That would be dope. The other way I can see this ending going though is, let's see, is actually Nero embraces the darkness. I can't spell. That's within him, not hiding in the shadows anymore. Nero faces Daddy, shows him who is boss, and actually I don't know what happens after that. Um, hmm. I don't know. See, because I have some vague theme theories, and actually let's talk theme theories because we kind of heard like the big like melodramatic song is called Legacy, so I think that Legacy is going to be a big part. And part of me is almost wondering if like Nero is shown to be better than Dante and Virgil because he takes the best aspects of both, and humanity is left to him. Like, I feel like that's kind of going to be a big thing in this game, but also this could just be spitballing because I am, in fact, a very big, like, Nero fan. But I kind of hope that, like, we've been kind of transitioning to Nero being the protagonist for a bit now, and I kind of hope that this game is kind of leaning into that. Yes, hello, Pyro. Um, what if the Devil Bringer fuses with the Devil Breaker? See, because the Devil Breaker, I believe, is just like technology prosthetic stuff, though. So I don't think the Devil Breaker is inherently all that special. Um, and he has the breakers in non-DT. Maybe that's a good theory, phones. Um, okay. Actually, hold on. Let's talk about other things. So I've been thinking. Let's talk V theories. So I feel like what they want us to think is that, like, this is the basic one, is one, V is suspicious and double crosses everyone. I kind of don't like that. I feel like it's way too fucking obvious, and I like, it would be really on the nose, and I would, I mean, we live in a post-Persona 5 world where, like, I guess things being obvious doesn't make them not happen anymore. So, who knows, but I kind of don't like this. And I feel like this is just way too obvious for its own good. Um, 2, V is just a guy. Actually, let's add to this. what if here 2.5? What if V is like I'm just gonna put like in there to just add the verbal tech. Show from P4A where he's been around and doing stuff slightly off screen the whole time for all 4 games. I could maybe, who knows. Who will continue the tradition of stabbing Dante at the start of the game? I actually think that's going to be Urizen at the start. Um, V is Mundus' subject he met in hell, and by hell I mean the hot topic next to the poetry section. He could be, yeah. Let's add that 2.2.75. V is Mundus thing slash maybe is Mundus. Like, what if V is Mundus come back to life? That could be something. And then like, actually, that's one thing we should point out. So, if y'all haven't known it by now, Urizen is definitely fucking Virgil. If that last trailer didn't confirm it, I actually missed this for a while until a friend linked me to it. But if you like pitch up Urizen's voice and like speed it up by like a little bit, it is just Virgil. Like it's just Virgil's voice actor doing the Virgil voice. So Urizen is Virgil. But that leads me to the other thing. I think Mundus is in fact Dead Phones. Um, I'm at least I'm pretty sure. Um, but also I could totally see Devil May Cry being the series that does not care if people are dead slash people come back to life. V is actually short for beautiful joy. You and me both wish. Um, so what actually might be the case is I want to reference another thing, but like massive Gundam spoilers, so I can't do that. I already probably just said too much, but like, what if V is Virgil's good half and Urizen is the Nello Angelo half? That's my other theory. Is like they're going to like either merge at the end because like it shows like Dante and Nero on that like kind of heavenly looking part of the tree and V wasn't there. So what if like Urizen captures V or like cuz there's also a point in the trailer where V is like crumbling or dying or something. He's like, "This is my last request." I'm almost wondering if he's telling Nero like, "Hey, kill me before Urizen gets me too," and then like Virgil comes back or something. Um, Mundus isn't dead. Oh, okay. Huh, interesting. Um, oh, also one thing we know from the prequel novel, um, Balrog is actually fought in the prequel novel, and actually Dante doesn't. Well, like Dante is basically about to beat him, and Balrog says like, "Okay, I see where this is going. I'm just gonna become a devil arm, and I'm gonna travel alongside you." And you're going to like I'm gonna get powerful, and one day we can have a rematch. And Dante's like, "Oh, okay." Um, and also there's a lot of Devil May Cry 2 stuff in there with with that whole like little tiny story arc in that novel to begin with. So I'm gonna guess right now, no Lucia, no DMC2. We're just gonna forget that shit happened. Ain't gonna have none of that in here. Will the game end with a bad shmup segment? I don't think so. I think they're gonna avoid the shmup segment. Um, let's see. I don't have any other V theories, I don't think. Um, hmm. Let's see. You know what? I'm actually curious. What if. So, wait. Because we know V has a devil trigger, right? And I don't. Does Trish have a devil trigger? Trish doesn't have a devil trigger, right? Hers is like a different thing that just acts like devil trigger. Or no, 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 no. Okay, I was okay. No, never mind. I was just being a dumbass because I was like, oh, because only Sons of Sparta can do the Devil Trigger. But no, that is actually a lie. All of the enemies in Dante Must Die mode activate Devil Trigger. That's just a thing demons can do in DMC. Um, V's true form is a single letter on a page of poetry. Maybe. Um, oh, you know what? Actually, I have a whack ass theory. I'm gonna make this its own thing. So what if, and this is related to the third thing. So I'm gonna draw an arrow. No, we should put some fucking music on. Let's put some music on. DMC music. No, not that. Jesus Christ, so much not this is the wrong DMC. Um let's you know what, let's do the DMC music hard rock Ava. And you know, let's just put the shit on shuffle, why not? That is way too loud though. And then actually let me know if this is obnoxiously loud. Actually, y'all can't even hear this. I need to go into the fucking settings here. Y'all can probably see my settings. And then output. And then we are going to... No, this is wrong. Audio. Desktop is Yeti. That's what we're going with. Okay. And then... Y'all can hear this now, right? Yes, okay. But it's way too loud. Let's turn that shit down. Okay. I'm gonna turn this shit down even for my own ears. Okay. So, what I think we might have going for us... Oh, whoops. Say I had a new Gundam, by the way. Okay. So my whack-ass theory is that the first person seen in the final trailer is actually from Virgil's perspective, and it's going to be the scene where V is revealed to be part of Virgil or some shit. That's my whack-ass theory. It's too quiet now? Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. We can turn this shit up again, even. Yeah, okay. Let me know if that's good. That's my whack-ass theory, anyways. What else can I speculate about? What else does everyone want me to speculate about? If the answer might be nothing, and that's fair. V is Virgil's heartless, while Urizen is his nobody. Maybe. Maybe. Shoutouts to the... You actually still don't hear it. God damn it. Okay, hold up. Let me turn this shit up again. Ah, okay. Alright. Yeah, hopefully that's good. Okay, that's good now. Good. So, what I think then we're gonna do is, let's talk weapons. So, I think Dante is going to start... I think he's gonna start with Rebellion, which we know breaks at some point. And then we got Serb, which I think he's going to start with. Balrog, I think he's also going to start with. Sparta, I'm going to say replaces Rebellion. And then he gets that cool new Lucifer sword thing. That looks see, because to me it has like the weird summon sword type things, like the pins that like Lucifer had from 4. And I wonder if like a boss, he probably gets that from a boss or something. Yeah, that's the sword he had in the trailer with the after images. They leaked the name in a tweet, but then they took it down. I am going to... Yeah, let's maybe not have that, just because I don't know here if other people want to be informed on the leaks or anything like that. Let's hold off, I'd say. Oh hey, it ended up turning into the song I wanted it to in the playlist. That's good. I love this song. Anyways, So I think Dante is confirmed to have 5 weapons, and I don't know if they're gonna count. I guess, do these count all as 5? Because this means he's only going to be able to have 4 at a time, and they really made it sound like he was going to be able to have 5 at a time. So I don't know. Oh, I'm forgetting the fucking hat. Yeah, you're right. Faust hat. Yeah, okay, that's 5. Yeah, that's fair. And then, fucking Cavalier too. Yeah, goddamn. Wait, hold up. That is way more than 5 then, too. Yeah, goddamn. Fucking, we got some fucking shit. I don't think Dante, I'm gonna call it now, Dante has no 5th style. I don't think we're gonna see Dark Seeker, or Dark Stalker. What the fuck was it called? Dark Slayer. I don't think we're gonna see Dark Slayer again. I think that was a one-off for 4. What else? You know what, actually? So, maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe there is a little bit of Dante. Because we know that, like... We know that the confrontation stuff happens, like, kind of at the start of the game, and that's when Rebellion breaks. And there's gameplay footage of Dante using Rebellion. So there has to be a little bit of Dante in the beginning of the game. For that to make sense. And then what else are we doing here? I don't know. Let's draw while we talk and think and have fun. I'm gonna draw a little he's more flowy hair than that, actually. Looks more like this. Oh, well, that's a mistake. It's fine. It's fine. Here, let's just make his eyes down here now. He's got the fucking bird. Look, who says you need an art degree to do art? It's like kind of dark blue, kind of purplish actually. Actually more of a dark blue. My art makes the angel scream and the devil cry. Yeah. And then he has the cane. And the book. And his legs. Yeah, look, his V. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to speculate on. This is also, like, we know that this is supposed to be the end of the Sons of Sparta storyline, whatever the fuck that means. I kind of feel like Dante and Virgil are gonna die, or something. Because, like, what else does that mean? Like, unless that just means Dante, like, retires or something, but I kind of doubt that. And I like I said, I feel like this is, like, the passing the torch game, where, like, we introduced Nero in 4, and now, like, especially with the change in the timeline, so that it now goes 3, 1, 2, 4. Like, 4 is Nero's introduction, and, like, Dante's discovery of him. And then 5 is him fully taking on the torch and taking up the Devil May Cry business, and, like, either Dante dies, or, like, I don't know, like, I have no fucking clue. But, like, I feel like this is gonna end with Nero being like, okay, I'm the new Dante, basically. And actually, that could be really cool, because one thing that I think is pretty rad is, in some ways, it feels like Nero was designed in 5 to kind of close the gap with So one of the big complaints you hear from advanced players of 4 is that the gap between Nero and Dante in terms of, like, complexity is way too fucking big, even though Nero's a lot of fun in his own right. And the Devil Breakers kind of work in a way where it's kind of like it's like kind of a way to give Nero some of Dante's toolset without really throwing people like too far into the deep end. Like, it's not really, it's like, it's almost like a diet or like a light version of style switching because of how the pickups work, but not really because you can't change, like, you don't have access to everything on the fly. But it's getting players into that mindset of like, okay, you have these different tools available to you to use at certain times, and you have to be adaptable and flexible and think about how you can use each of them and move between them. But you can't, you know, you don't have the full control that Dante has of moving between them all at once. Will Dante's Dark Soul be filled with light? I don't think we'll see that line again. Nero was always supposed to replace Dante story-wise. He was made because they basically completed Dante's arc and needed someone new to continue it. Yeah, like, at this point, there's really not a lot you could do more with Dante. That being said, like, it'd be really fucking weird if they, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, Nero's my favorite Devil May Cry character. I would love to see him, like, continue being the protagonist for all intents and purposes. It'd be really fucking weird seeing a Devil May Cry 6 without Dante. I don't know what they do from here. Dante gets one last pizza before he dies. That'd be fun. I could see them doing a Devil May Cry 0 that's about Sparta, almost. But also, like, it'd be kind of weird because we don't know much about Sparta, and I feel like people's, like, idea of him is just, like, noble demon knight man. Like, he probably doesn't have much of an attitude, but maybe that could be fun, where, like, Devil May Cry 0 is all about finding out, like, oh, Sparta is just as goofy as Dante was, or something. That could be fun. Obvious answer is DMC2. I don't think we're gonna see DMC2. At this point, I don't think that Ninja Theory would be interested in going back to that. Lady and Trish get a big moment. I'm worried about that. I really feel like Lady and Trish might just be there to be captured and rescued. I think they might kind of just be there because they want to be like, hey, let's bring all the big characters back because it's like the big final end of the saga or whatever, and I kind of hope that they're not just there. It would be really fucking dope if they got a big cool moment. Yeah, we would never see the Sparta we see in our heads, that's true. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, if we see more Devil May Cry, first of all, I don't think it would be for a while. And I honestly think that, the next time we see the series, it would be something completely fresh. Like, I have a weird feeling that they wouldn't want to revisit, like, DMC stuff just because of the backlash that it received, and DMC ended up being successful long-term, like, with the Definitive Edition and all that, but, like, that game did, like, 1/3 of their expectations from, like, the get-go, and also, like, there was still, like, a lot of a stigma around that game. So I don't see them ever doing anything like a radical departure like that. If anything, I see more of, like, they do a reboot, but it's still within, like, the main series' tone, or maybe even, like, it's a soft reboot where it's technically the same continuity, but follows, like, different characters or something. Yeah. Yeah, DMC 5 also does look expensive to make, and to be completely honest, DMC usually does pretty well. I don't know if we live in the same world anymore where DMC 5 does quite as well as DMC 4 did back in the day, because DMC 4 did really fucking good. But also, that being said too, like, it really seems like a lot of, like, mainstream YouTubers and, like, stuff, and, like, general hands-on impressions of, like, different sites and all that have all been positive. Like, this might be the one that gets more people on board if they haven't already. Like, just kind of casually looking through back a few weeks ago, I saw, like, a lot of people are streaming that demo, and, like, they're like, yeah, I don't really know what the fuck this is, but it's fun. So I can see a lot of people, like, just kind of jumping on it, being like, well, I've always heard of Devil May Cry, never really played it. This might be a big jumping on point for a lot of, like, you know, more casual action game fans, which would be awesome. But yeah, I don't really know what else I have to say about that. Yeah, I think this is a good prediction stream, all things considered. I think maybe we get DLC, and I feel like Virgil would be the obvious one. I don't know why I'm writing this and not... Whatever. It's fine. Subhuman has been changed with the new singer, and also the new version of Subhuman sounds a lot better. That vocalist for the old one, on top of being a piece of shit, just did not do a good job. I like the new version a lot more. It's still my least favorite of the 3 songs. I really like Crimson Cloud a lot. Oh, that's the other fucking thing. Hold up. So there's context for why I think this third theory here is the bingo one, the jackpot one, if you will. So if you look at DMCV Crimson Cloud lyrics, we are going to zoom in so y'all can fucking read this. So let's see. Sorry, I just checked the chat. Okay, Savior, Bloodstained, Hellfire, Shadow. Okay, having a dark side? Almost like there is 2 sides of Virgil. If you have to ask, it's too late. I don't know what that means. Somewhere in between you're carried to grace. Maybe that's like Virgil being stuck somewhere between like the underworld and like being Mundus's puppet and like the human world or something, or like his old self. And then there's a part where he says, "Split myself in 2, turns myself around." Split myself in 2. Come on. And also like brothers in the dark, fight for your life. Yeah, like this just feels Virgil to me, you know? Like, come on. Finally gonna say what Virgil's gonna do for all that with all that power. Yeah, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Anyways, I feel like we accomplished a lot here today with all of this. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna continue drawing because I'm bored and I don't want to quit streaming for now. Let's draw Virgil. His hair kind of goes like... Oh god, this is just Sonic the Hedgehog. And he's kind of a grumpy gills. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. He's got Yamato. And he's blue, because he's Virgil. This is kind of too light of a blue, but I don't feel like making him darker. And actually, let's give him a hairline. Yeah. And he's got little feet poking through. This is kind of like Virgil if he was in a Snuggie, I guess. That's fine. Give him some brown shoes. I think his shoes are brown. Are these lyrics the correct ones? The singer posted the lyrics and said, "Heaven on a landslide, not having a dark side." Interesting. Well, we could be wrong then. I also thought, yeah, that's interesting, because also, too, I was like, having a dark side really sounds like... Because I thought it was heaven on another side when I first heard it, and then I was like, having a dark side, that doesn't sound right, so... Google could just be wrong. Yeah, that's true. Let's draw Nero. Oh, well, that's not Nero. He's got the tear now. And he's got the jacket. And he's got Blue Rose. Looks just like that. He's got the sword, which looks like this and has the handle to do the revving, and there's flames coming off of it because he max acted, and he is a darker blue, kind of. He's more purpley. And also this is a robot arm. So let's make it like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's draw Dante now. We need to draw Dante, close this out. Let's draw him from like the box art of 3. Here, I'm gonna make this one a hyper-realistic Dante. Never mind, this isn't hyper-realistic at all. He's got a nose. And he's got a shitty grin. He's holding the sword. Like this. Oh Jesus, it's going through his head. It's fine. It's like poking out the back. He's got his hand like that. He's like stepping up. So his leg's like this. I'm sorry. This is bad. Okay. This is a good place to call it. Thanks everyone for tuning in here. We have fun. Yeah, I'm going to everyone stay tuned. I am going to start streaming this game as soon as I get home from work. Well, whatever happens first. I ordered the collector's edition, so we're not gonna know what's gonna be the deal with that. It kind of depends on when that package comes. So I'm going to record a quick unboxing for that collector's edition, and I probably won't put it up for like a little bit. And then I'm just gonna go to town streaming it, and I'm assuming that I'm gonna do like 2 to 3 streams overall. I'm probably gonna like marathon through it for a lot of Friday night, take a break to sleep, and then Saturday I'll just finish up the game, maybe do some more streaming of it on Sunday. I took Monday off too, just because like I kind of feel like I deserve a day off, because February kind of sucked and I wanted to play more of it. So yeah, I'll be streaming this and doing fun stuff. Yeah. I hope everyone has a good rest of the weekend here, and hope everyone has a good week. I'm going to end the stream now. We had a good 44 minutes. Bye, everyone.